Now, as we have already discussed in the beginning of the revision, that friction is both a friend and an evil. So, friction is a necessary evil. Means it is necessary in our lives. It plays a very crucial role, very important role in our lives. Therefore, it is a necessary evil. Necessary means which is compulsory. So how we can say that friction is a necessary evil? It is both a friend and an evil. Means in some ways it is helping us, and in some ways it is creating a problem for us. We cannot eliminate, we cannot completely remove friction. Okay, so it is a friend as well as an evil. So now let us first discuss how it is a friend. So the first factor, it helps us to write. Means I am writing on this board. For example, I am writing anything on this board, or you are writing anything on your paper, on your notebook with your pen. So what is happening? The tip of the pen, the surface of the tip of the pen is sliding over the surface of the board or the notebook. So due to the friction only we are able to write, or even I am able to rub. Okay, so it is the friction only which help us to write on the board, write on the notebook. Okay, if friction is not there, we are not able to write. Okay, next is it help us to walk on the floor. When we walk on the floor, we are able to walk because of the force of friction coming into action. Let us discuss this when the floor is wet. When the floor is wet. So what happens when you run on the wet floor, or when you walk on the wet floor? The friction reduces because the irregularities now have been filled with the water. Because there is water on the floor, the irregularities are filled with the water. So when you walk on the wet floor, you tend to fall. So the friction is reduced in that case. When the floor is normal, or when there is a bed of sand, the friction is increased. So you are not able to walk properly on a bed of sand. Means in case of sand, there are many irregularities and the friction increases. But on normal floor, on a smooth floor, you can walk because the level of friction is suitable, so that you can walk easily, you can walk properly. But in the cases of wet floor where friction is reduced, you tend to fall, and in case of a sand bed, the friction is increased. In case of a sand bed, the friction is increased and it is very difficult to walk on that floor. Now you light a matchstick. It helps us to light a matchstick, friction. So what happens? The head of the matchstick is rubbed against the box, the matchbox, and due to that friction, heat and light is generated. The heat and light produced in case of a matchstick is because of friction. Got it? So it is helping us. Next is, moving objects will never stop if friction is not there. As I have already told you, if a ball is rolled on the ground, it will stop on its own only because of the force of friction acting in opposite direction. But if friction is not there, in our lives, then the moving objects will never stop on its own unless or until any other force is applied on them. So the moving objects will stop on their own only because of the opposing force, the force acting in opposite direction, that is the force of friction. So in these ways, friction is helping us, playing a useful role in our lives. Now, as I have told you, in some ways it is harmful also, it is an evil also. First of all, it wears out materials as when the friction is there. the two surfaces are rubbed against each other. So when the two surfaces are rubbed, then they will wear out. They will tear and wear out. For example, you wear the shoes, you walk, and after some time, after 1 or 2 years, depending on the quality of the shoe, the sole of the shoe wears out, means it tear off. So why it is tearing off, why it is wearing off? It is due to the force of friction. It is damaging the sole of shoes. Similarly, parts of machine, when the machines run, the parts of machine are rubbed against each other. So what happens? The parts of the machine wear out, and after some times we need to add some oil, or we need to get them checked, maintained to reduce friction. You know that we apply oil in the bicycle chain so that the chain moves easily. So it wears out the material, soles of shoes, parts of machines. It produces heat. Rub your hands. Rub your hands. Can you feel the heat? Similarly, when friction comes into action, so by rubbing of two surfaces, heat is generated, heat is produced. So this also reduces the efficiency, decreases the efficiency, the capacity of doing work of machines and other objects. Means if heat is generated, then what will happen? The machine which is working, which will work more, its efficiency will be decreased due to the force of friction. So it is both a friend and an evil. We cannot completely remove friction, and a friction-free, a frictionless surface is an ideal case. Either we can reduce friction or we can increase friction depending on our needs. But we cannot eliminate friction from our lives. Therefore, friction is a necessary evil. It is very necessary, compulsory, as well as it is harming us in certain ways. I hope you understood. Thank you, class.